Good afternoon, Aggies, and welcome back to Season 3 of Aggie NOW. To start off the season with some turkey news, Davis City wildlife officials are now considering allowing certain types of hunting within city limits. Because of the drastic increase in population, from 6 in 2006 to about 80 today, city officials are considering allowing hunting via bolas, snares, and traps. And currently there's a city ordinance ban for using things such as rifles and shotguns or archery equipment. So currently as well, relocating birds is prohibited by the Davis wildlife officials. I'm actually taking an animal ethics class right now. So this is kind of ironic because they're putting this idea of like what's morally correct to do for like an animal, and I mean, in defense of like the city though, a lot of like residents feel like the turkeys are kind of going like crazy, and then you're kind of like,
then it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, the other day I saw a turkey like downtown. Does that mean I'm gonna see like animal control like downtown, like hunting turkeys, like chasing them with like nets and stuff?
People don't have a problem with the turkeys crossing. Like again, like
They're
tourists are like,
law-abiding citizens.
oh my god, the turkeys are so cute. But it's like that idea of like now they're like getting into your house and like,
Oh,
you
like
know,
raccoons.
they're eating your plants in your backyard.
One last thing would be, sometimes hunting isn't done for a sport. Sometimes it's done literally just to control the animal
Yeah,
population.
that too.
So if this is becoming a necessity, then maybe they have to start hunting these turkeys.
Moving on to news concerning our Chancellor Katehi. So UC Davis students have actually been occupying Marac Hall for the last 2 weeks through finals and spring break to call for her resignation. These occupiers have held her 5th floor office while efforts have been regrouped for spring break. This demand came after it was revealed that she had taken a paid seat on the DeVry Education Group Board, which is a for-profit company, and serves as a board member for the textbook publishers Wiley & Son since 2011. And the protesters are hoping to democratize the university system, starting with her resignation.
I mean, it makes sense. It's just my only question would be, why? I want to ask her, like, why did she? Was it because she needed to subsidize her salary that she took on this extra position? Like, it seems really strange to me that she's already making so much money.
A lot of different chancellors on different campuses, they actually have multiple positions, so it's not just Katehi. It just happens that DeVry has issues and they're known for false advertising.
Yes.
So that's why it's such a big deal, because she's also involved in all these organizations that are exploiting students. But then again, with textbooks, it's the professors who get to choose them.
That's true.
So it's
That's
not
true.
that Katehi's like, gotta use my textbook,
Yeah.
you know?
That's a really good point.
There's a
Lenny.
lot of people involved.
Yeah.
It's like, it's layers, like multiple layers.
Yeah, and it's been covered by like the Vanguard, City Enterprise, SAC-B, even like CBS has covered this, so it's gaining a lot of ground. And so I think that's a good sign that, you know, students are being heard.
I really don't like the people who vandalize and throw really negative signs everywhere. And remember what happened with the eggheads. And yesterday I saw a couple more, like several buildings and floors. I don't think that's necessary. I mean, we're adults here, and if we want to be better than Katehi, you know, we have to
shouldn't
fight
do that.
better.
I think vandalizing is a way to express like what you can't control, and I agree. Like if there was a better way to do that, then they would probably do that, but there isn't right now.
Yeah.
You know what I
She's
mean?
not
So,
showing up.
yeah.
Yeah, and the ACCD senators have met Katehi yesterday, so we'll see. In What to Research this week, the Bruce Hammock Lab has discovered a new chemical that can be a new tool to treat depression. Soluble epoxide hydrolase can help reduce inflammation, which is an integral part of depression. These findings were published in the Journal Proceedings of Natural Academy of Sciences, where epoxide hydrolase was used on rats.
So what happens is the chemical that's been found, it protects natural lipids in the brain that reduce inflammation and neuropathic pain. So it hits something in your brain that reduces the inflammation that's in there, and the inflammation like specifically has actually been found that's more prevalent in like psychiatric disorders. So this could be proven really helpful for like treating those types of disorders. And also it's more rapid. So for example, we have different substances and medicines now that can be used to treat those things, but they're not as fast. Sometimes like a drug you could take weeks in order for it to take effect, but this speeds up that process too.
okay.
Yeah.
So I know we just all came back from spring break, so we're all getting into the swing of things for the spring quarter. But I admit, sometimes I do have a hard time studying, especially during finals week because I have the attention span of a goldfish, like legit. But we now have a new way to improve our study habits with the relaunch of the study app called StudyCal, created by a UC Davis student, Nick Doherty. And in an article by the California Aggie, Demi Cesares, the second-year computer science major released the free app for iPhones and iPads where students can organize their academic schedule and keep track of their GPA. It also weighs percentages of assignments and what scores you need to get on certain assignments to get a passing grade. I actually downloaded the app and I have it on my phone, so I want to kind of show you guys if you guys can see it. It's right here, so I added some of my classes. However, I was trying to add my third class, but then once you add your third class, you have to pay $4.99 for it.
Nick!
So I was like, oh no, but it's really cool. Like I was looking through it. You can add your assignments, and then so it'll remind you. It'll have like a schedule of your like classes. So I think it's good. So more power to him.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it was free, but I mean I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna help in the long run.
No,
looks
and
super
he's
nice.
only
It looks
a
really good.
second year,
Yeah.
so he's
Wow.
amazeballs.
I think that's a really cool app. It goes to show that like where we're moving now is like this idea of like you can find an app in everything, right? Or for
Yes.
anything.
I mean, I'm a super disorganized student.
Okay.
Like just
In addition, we would like to welcome Spring Quarter with the most highly anticipated a cappella concert of the year. Today, April 1st, ACAPELLA will be showcasing numerous a cappella groups in the UC Davis Robert and Margaret Mondavi Center at 7:30 p.m. today. So you can get your tickets online or at the MU table, so be sure to check that out.
when I was a freshman, I was this close to joining Afterglow.
Really? Can
This
you
close.
sing, Kevin?
No, not right now. So we were just chilling at the dorms, and all of a sudden these dudes downstairs started singing. So like a crowd formed up, and they were singing like a couple of songs that I knew all the lyrics to.
Yeah.
So I started singing along, and then they all started looking at me, and I was like,
So it was audition by default.
yeah. And then like afterwards, they were like, dude, you need to join our group. We're called Afterglow. Like here's our song. Like, exciting news out of Aggie sports this week with men's golf coming in first place out of 26 at the Stanford tournament last Thursday. Congrats to men's golf.
Yay.
And last Thursday, our baseball team did us proud when they won against the Air Force Academy in their series opener. Congrats. That actually makes me happy because I have a high school friend on that team. So.
That's your happy laugh, or what is that? Sorry,
I mean,
continue.
it's my.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
Okay, got
It's
it.
your
Gotcha. That's right.
All right.
So thank you for joining us on the first ever season 3 episode of Aggie Now. Shout out to my mom. Happy birthday. I love you. My name is Miguel Paxit.
I'm Tanya Josephine, finally sitting next to Meg.
And I'm Kevin Dusa.
And I'm Nika Magahis, and I'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching the first episode of season 3.
If you like this episode,
Like and subscribe.
Yes, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Bye.
Bye-bye.